Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to be introducing you to two of my other cars here. Behind me is a 1973 Stingray Corvette, and the other one is a 1999 BMW M3 convertible with a hardtop. The main reason I'm bringing them in right now to the channel is just mainly maintenance, upkeep, and things I want to do to them. I always say old cars are like children. They constantly need attention and are always sucking the money out of you. I just think it's time to just start doing a couple things I want to do, things that need to be done. So that's the main reason why I'm kind of just bringing them in here. I'm nowhere done building the 84 Corvette. I got a bunch of things lined up for that. I still have things going on with the 69 Vet as well. It's just one of those things now that I'm just like, I just need to get these things done, and just kind of wanted to explain why you're going to be seeing M3 stuff, more Stingray stuff. So we're just going to get ahead. I'm going to do a little walk around in each car, show you what's been done to them, and some things that I want to do to them, and just kind of tell you their story. So we're going to just get ahead and get started right now and just take a look at them. All right, so I'm gonna start with the M3. So it's 99, it's convertible with a hard top. I did a full manual conversion on the top on the car, got rid of all the power motors, which is popular. I have the hard top on it, which is super popular and rare at this point. The only other thing I've done to it too is I have BC Racing Coilovers all the way around on it, which I love. I think they're a great product. Unfortunately, I don't have any video on that. I did that like, I don't know, 3 years ago or something like that. And this car originally was an automatic car too, and I did a full 5-speed conversion. I got a whole donor car, like a 98, 328 or something like that shares the same trans and shifter and all that kind of stuff from the M3, if you're not familiar. And I did that probably a good 3 years ago too. So other than that, it's pretty much all original. The interior is all original on it for the most part. You know, under the hood's original. I got a strut bar and stuff like that that'll show you. I got glass depot headlights on it. Just basic stuff like that. Other than that, it's all original. These cars have kind of skyrocketed in value over the last 5 years or so. I own a BMW Parts business, so I've watched these things go from like $500 to $1,000 to $15,000 to $20,000, which is crazy. I bought this car kind of as an investment, and not that I'm ever going to get rid of it, but I bought it like 4 years ago, mainly just anticipating that they were going to go up and they were going to be hard to find. So I'm just going to do a quick walk around real quick and just show you everything. So that's the stance on it. I have power stop brakes, front and rear. I do have a video of the rear ones being done on it. And that's kind of the stance I'm going with. They're just the original contour wheels that were refinished. And there's the hard top. It's my favorite look for the E36. Love the way that looks. But it sits good, it sits right. I'm happy with the stance on it. So we'll take a peek inside real quick. So there you go. Not Vader seats, unfortunately, just the sports seats. And then I have a weighted Bavarian auto shift knob in it. Aftermarket radio. I was there when I bought the car. But the door panels are in decent shape. The rear seat is actually in really good shape too. And if anybody knows these cars, knows that convertible rear seat bottoms always get trashed or just always destroyed. But this is the original one in the car. So there's a couple little things here that are going wrong with it, but it's a 99, so obviously you can have those little issues, especially with the E36 interior parts have never been able to hold up the test of time. And then there's the door panel there. These are the deluxe interior panels too. Pop the hood. So there you go. That's a stock S52. There's nothing been done to it. It's all original. And then I just have that strut bar on there. So that's it for as far as under the hood and bolt-on mods. So there's a couple things I'm going to do to it. I had ordered a bunch of parts a while back, so you know, we're going to get to that too. I'm not going to give too much away right now. And then the depot glass headlights on it. So this is a good, reliable car. I do kind of want to keep it somewhat original. There's so many of these out there that are hot rodded and beat to hell, but now I'm just kind of keeping it somewhat original and just going to do some tasteful mods to it for the most part. All right, moving on. So this is 1973 Stingray. It's a small block 350 car. It is the original numbers matching engine. It's got a turbo 400 transmission in it with a shift kit. I have Doug's headers side exhaust on the car. American Racing torque thrust all the way around. They're 17x8s. They've been on the car for a long time, at least 10 or 15 years, if not longer. And then I have a Le Mans style gas cap in the back. It's got a custom mounting bracket because at the time you couldn't get the ones that are direct. This is a direct pulled on, so you could take this thing off and put your factory stuff back in there if you wanted to, so nothing's like drilled or onto or anything like that. And then these are actually carbon fiber LCO design lightweight deck vents. They come in like either full carbon or brushed aluminum. And the body stock on it, the car is a little rough. It was painted a long time ago. The color's Dodge Viper blue from like a 97 Dodge Viper. And I actually made that cow hood with a hardwood scoop on the factory hood. As you can see, it is cracked up. I mean, I made this thing a long time ago, but it held up decently. And one thing I love about this car, because it's rough, you can drive it and not worry about parking it next to somebody, or if something happens to it, you don't have to worry too much about it. Because if you have a really nice show car, you don't want to drive it anywhere. So, and on the inside, has these annoying keys. I have Corbeau race seats in the car. And then I have a custom carbon fiber center console and armrest that was made years ago that I did. And then just a factory dash aftermarket head unit. Really just kind of rough and ratty in here a little bit, but it's kind of the theme of this car and I like it like that. And it's going to be more of a race street car build, and I'm just going to continue the theme. I also did make a, so you can see it back there, a harness bar for my harnesses on the seats, which helps. And that is that on the inside. So the only thing cool I have done to this, besides like the shift kit and just a couple things, I converted it to fuel injection a couple years ago. So I have, and it's a mess under here too, so I actually have a Tech fuel system on here. Which I'll show you here. Yep, as you can see, neglect. There's coolant puddling in the intake there. I mean, look at this thing. It's just been like, I mean, it runs, it's a driver. You can drive the thing. It's not pretty. It just needs some love. And that's why we're bringing it onto the channel right now, just to keep this bad boy on the road. So there you go. There's the Tech fuel injection. This is like the best thing I did because this car sits a lot. So every time with the fuel around here nowadays, it's just was getting gummed up in the carb and stuff like that. So I converted this and this has been like a godsend. Every time I go out there, I just prime it and it starts right up. So I ran all new lines to and from. It's got a new gas tank in it and the fuel pump and everything's in the back. I just love the Tech setup. It's really nice. I'm glad I did go with that. So I'll just show you real quick underneath. There's the fuel pump and the lines there. And I did replace the tank at some point too. And this car actually only has like 78,000 miles on it or something like that. So, but original brakes are just painted calipers. That's going to need some attention too. So, and it is lower too. It's lowered, I think, like 2 inches in the front. And I do have longer bolts in the rear. They lowered it down just a little bit. But one of my main things I do want to do is change the wheels on the car, which I've been in the process of researching and searching. So that'll do it for today's video. I just wanted to do a short little video introducing these cars to you guys, just kind of show them what they are and stuff like that. As far as like what's to come with both of them, I don't really like giving too much away or promising anything that I may or may not do. I definitely want to keep the M3 somewhat original, so I'm going to probably do as much as I can to that to keep it still of the original E36 M3. So I do have things lined up. I already have parts ordered for that car sitting. One of the reasons why I'm doing this, because I'm like, you know, it sucks having all these brand new parts, you can't even do anything. So now that this is going to be on here a little bit, and then the 73, there's definitely a lot of things I want to do this car, mainly just to bring it up to date a little bit. I've been doing things on and off for a while now, but I definitely want to keep it like a raw kind of street car. I love that about that car. I love that there's cracks in the fiberglass. I love that the paint's not perfect. I love to be able to hop in it and just drive it wherever I want and not really be too concerned about getting a scratch or, you know, getting a door ding or something like that. That's what makes that car so special to me personally. So if you enjoyed the video, press like and subscribe, and stay tuned for what's next.